So your guy, Don Lemon, is in hot water right now. He may be looking at 40 years in prison.
So I had no affiliation to that organization. I didn't even know they were going to this church until we followed them there. We were there chronicling protests. Once the protest started in the church, we did an act of journalism, which was report on it and talk to the people who were involved, which included the pastor, members of the church, and members of the organization. That's it. It's called journalism. First Amendment, all that stuff. For all of you people who believe in the First Amendment, absolutist, there you go. So why don't you talk to the actual person who is in charge of the organization and whose idea it was to have the protests at the church before you start blaming me for stuff for which you have no idea.
Let me get this right. Don says he's not in trouble, he hasn't done a thing, but still he feels the need to put out a video saying he hasn't done anything and he's not in trouble. So this activist organization goes to this church, and it looks like Don may have been affiliated with them or kind of knew they were going to do it because Don's in New York. Comes to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and just happens to bump into this activist organization that just happens to be going to a specific church. I mean, there's a lot of churches in Minneapolis. How'd you find this one, Don? You just stumbled upon it?
Into Minneapolis a little bit ago and did some reconnaissance on the ground, speaking to an organization there that's gearing up for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see the community coming together. Diverse community. If you see this, when we first pulled up, we're like, wait a minute, which operation are we at? And as it turns out, because we were like, well, this is kind of MAGA coded, right? Saw the American flag or whatever, but these are resistance protesters. They're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up.
Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good!
This is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
okay, but listen, we live there's a constitution and the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yes. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. Yeah. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I don't necessarily agree with everything that's going on in the Twin Cities right now, but I don't think it's good to fight fire with fire. I think it's good to speak up. I think it's good to protest, but I think it's better to do it in a peaceful way. I don't think the answer is going into God's church.
You don't think this is peaceful?
Well, it's trespassing.
Nobody fighting.
It's trespassing. How would you feel if I went to your house and I started yelling?
It depends on what I did, but not in my house. That's a whole different thing. I think these people would go inside of anybody's house.
This is a house of God.
I'm a Christian here that wants to praise the Lord with my son, and now I got to go home. I'm sorry that you guys are so angry.
I'm just chronicling. I'm not with the group.
What do I have to say?
Can you?
I don't want to interview right now. I don't want to interview. I just want to tell you guys I love you. I don't need to interview right now because I want to be with my son. It's Sunday. It's time for rest and for renewal.
Where are they? Like in this car, just like right on the corner.
And I would like to answer your question, but I just can't right now.
If they wanted to protest outside the church, that makes sense. But protesting inside the church while someone's having church, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's something that's legal. I guess it is legal, huh?
And their base is full of racist, bigoted homophobes, like Nicki Minaj, by the way.
Oh, pop that up. So Nicki Minaj sent a tweet out. Dawn sucking her words, lemon is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up. And then she bizarrely puts a Chucky doll with it. So number one, the homophobia laced in that. But number two, the way this sect of Christianity, the white nationalist form of Christianity, that I guess.
What you say it was to say that Don Lemon does gay things? How is that homophobic? Were you offended that she said that you are gay? You're openly gay, man. Openly gay guy gets called gay. Oh, I guess maybe you're not supposed to call gay people gay. I mean, it was derogatory what she said he was going to do or that he was, but I don't know when you actually are that. I mean, you tell her, I'm so homosexual, I'm serious. If you accuse a straight person of doing something that's homosexual, that's considered a slur because you're saying it's a bad thing that this straight person might do this gay thing. But if you know a person's gay and you call out them, you say they're gay, you're a gay guy who does this, shouldn't they just be like, yeah, that's what I do because that's what I am? Shouldn't that be the case? I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm a black guy who listens to rap music and R&B or, soul, neo soul or whatever. You say you're a black guy that listens to neo soul. I wouldn't be like, that's racist. Get out of here. I'd be like, yeah, well, turn it up. I'm just trying to understand, but I know you can't make sense. And don't get me wrong, I'm not capable for Nicki Minaj. I mean, she's been saying a lot of crazy shit. I mean, and I'm going to get to her a little bit later. I'm just saying, the premise seems to be missing a little something here, Miss White Lady. Susan Welch, that's her name, Susan Welch.
Now Nicki Minaj attaches herself to. I'm like, good luck with that, sis. At the end of the day, you're still black. but
A very white lady talking shit with gay Don Lemon, and she's questioning Nicki Minaj's blackness, but she's white. And Don's all teeth laughing with her at the expense of the Nicki Minaj. I don't know. See, the problem we have is, and it's going to come out more in this, at least for me, there's a lot of gray area here. It's not as cut and dry as people want to make it seem.
They use their religion as a weapon, but then they also use it as a shield, back and forth. They weaponize it, and then, oh my God, I'm a victim. Don't attack my Christianity. And that's what Nicki Minaj just did right there. And I have news for Nicki Minaj. You think these white nationalists are going to accept you and your WAP? Just hide and wait.
White nationalists been accepting black women's, not just accepting, they've been taking black women's WAP for about 300, 400 years. See, we're going to get into some deep water here, Miss Welch. That's what they've been doing. And the church is full of white nationalists. How do we know that that's the case? They're not just Christians?
I'm disappointed in my sister, Nikki. You have no business using hip hop music to build yourself in black culture. Very talented sister, very articulate sister, very intelligent sister, tremendous lyricist. Few sisters I could put in front of her in terms of lyrical talent. But how dare you build a comfortable life for you and your beautiful family on black culture and then turn around and use that success to help Donald Trump leverage his military agenda against black Africa, the black Caribbean, and black America. I need her to understand, Art, Sister Nikki, you are being used against the black Caribbean. You are being used against black Africa.
To be honest, guys, I don't know exactly what Dr. Umar is referring to, but what happened to his mustache? I got to ask that off the top. I don't know if I trust a black man with a beard with no mustache. It's kind of creeping me out, fam. Really, I don't know what Nicki Minaj did to black America. I mean, I'm not one of those people that believe the Democratic Party is better than the Republican Party. I think they're both bad, both horrible. It's gradients of difference, but not much difference. Two wings of the same bird. I thought Dr. Umar thought that as well. So how is she helping? Could she help Trump? Trump's already president. What do you mean helped him? I don't know how to say what help means. I don't know. But maybe Umar's talking about something I'm not tracking. So maybe you guys know about it. I don't know about it. Let's keep going. Let's stay focused on Don, and now we're Don and Nikki.
Platform. Ladies and gentlemen, the comedian and cultural thought leader, Godfrey.
What is going on? Black folks are so quick to sell each other out. We're so up. Black people, African, Caribbean, all of us. From colonialism, from sucking up to white folks, white supremacy. This is the results of this. All this Aunt Jemima shit you doing. You got these Aunt Jemima buck dancing ass Negroes will be in a heartbeat sell another black person out or dog them in person. It doesn't even connect right. Nikki's the type of person that if we were trying to escape from slavery, she'd be the first one to go like this. They trying to leave. Can you believe that?
Godfrey said if we were trying to escape from slavery. Ain't Godfrey like Nigerian or something? I'm going to let that one ride because I don't know where Nikki's really from either, right?
They're trying to scab. See, here's the problem. You people keep showing up to our concerts. A lot of these celebrities that sell us out, you keep showing up to their concerts. You put money in their pocket.
Is Nicki Minaj sort of like a Stacey Dash? Is that what we're saying? I didn't know it got that bad. Is it that bad? She like Stacey Dash? I know I saw her sit down with Erica Kirk at the convention. I guess that's what it was, huh? Bridge too far. You can go dance with Kamala. You can go twerk. Did any backlash happen? I know it's different because for some reason there are black people that believe the Democratic Party is a party of black people. Maybe black sellouts. There ain't a revolutionary party that's helping black Americans. It's a party that leverages black Americans to get what they want, basically uses and abuses black Americans, and anybody else too, immigrants, anybody foolish enough to believe they're actually fighting for them when they're fighting for their donors, just like Republicans are. Well, let me get this right. So Nicki Minaj is a sellout. Okay. What about the one that was twerking? Was it Glorilla or was it the Stallion, Meg the Stallion? Are those sellouts? No, because they were doing it for the Indian Asian woman who looks brown. You know, Democrats have white people too. A lot of white people in the Democratic Party. Only had one half black president, and that was half African. You do know this, right? It's not a black party. I just get tired of it just bothers me, and it's just my opinion, man. I just get tired of black people, in this case, you know, who framed the Democrats and Republicans like black versus white, and that ain't the case.
When you put money in people's pocket, that's when they act a goddamn fool. You understand? It's like going to one of those stores that disrespect black people. They disrespect you because you keep paying them. So if you stop paying her and show her as a group that we don't play that, it's all about money, guys. It's all about money. She must be getting some of her pedo relatives off of, I don't know, out of jail. I don't know. There's something like that's happening. That's what people are saying. But I think that with Don, this video right now is just so great. And this is what Don is about. You come at him, he gonna come at you. Take a look.
Nicki Minaj should just sit the down. And by the way, isn't she married to an alleged pedophile? So Nicki Minaj, F off, stop being a homophobic bigot, and get a life and some brains.
I give a shout out to my brother Don Lemon. Ever since he left CNN, Don Lemon has been a force in journalism, activism, straight up. I'm telling you, I love the way Don is rolling now, man. And by the way, me and Don Lemon have the same barber. Shout out to my man Yusuf from New York City. Diamond Fades, right there in New York, in Manhattan. Anyway, so ever since I was helping him on his podcast when he was campaigning for Kamala Harris, it's been a pleasure to work with him. The Don Lemon Show, being a lemon head. I mean, me, Jolly Ginger, D.L. Hughley, Joy Reid. It's great to be amongst all these great like political minds and stuff. And yeah, man. And Don don't let anybody talk to him. Don will be on the street, try to punk him. He'd be like, no, you. How about that? And it's nice to hear Don go, you.
You're a moron, dude. Thank you. So are you.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Don is a real journalist, you know? Real journalist. CNN always tried to pull him in, tried to stop him from doing it. But to see Don go, hey, everybody, it's Don Lemon Show. It's fantastic. It warms my heart. He's my brother from another mother. And I'm going to tell you something. You guys got him. You see, oh, Don, he's the gay dude with the nice little hair. And he is from Louisiana. You don't these Southern folks, man. Southern folks got that thing in them. That meow in them. You know what I'm saying? Don will put the mojo on your ass. And Nicki Minaj coming at Don Lemon. You're reaching, Nicki. What is going on? Are you bipolar? Is it dementia? Is there a tumor on your brain?
No, it's desperation. Look, I don't know. Two things there. And Godfrey, thank you. I love you. And yes, we do have the same barber. Shout out to Yusuf.
Man, there's so much there to unpack. But first, let's look at this FACE Act. Will Don Lemon be going to jail? I don't know. It's kind of up in the air now. The FACE Act is short for Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act. It's a federal law passed in 94. In plain terms, it makes it a crime to use force or threats of force or physical blockades to intentionally injure, intimidate, or interfere with someone who's trying to get on or provide reproductive health care services like at abortion centers. Importantly, it also protects people's right to freely exercise their religion by attending services at a place of worship, meaning you can't use similar tactics to disrupt, obstruct, or intimidate people trying to worship there. Does it cross into intentional interference? And if so, they may have actually been a part of an illegal action, more than just a protest, in a violation of the FACE Act. I don't know. It looks like the water's getting a little muddy here. It did seem like he was a part of the group. People thought he was. It came together. Looks like they left together. I don't know. Does that mean you're with him? See, I'm not Godfrey. Anybody who kisses their ass at the Democratic Party, I find that those people have big issues too. I call those people sellouts as well. I don't just reserve sellout for Republicans. And I think that D.L. Hughley, Don Lemon, and now Godfrey are all part of the same clique, along with Joy Reid, a bunch of ass kissers to the Democratic Party. And none of this is defending Nicki Minaj. She could do that herself. Last I checked, she dropped 16 bars on Don Lemon already. But my thing is, it's kind of obvious that these are Godfrey's people. Yeah. Well, Godfrey, you know what? I can't do anything about Don Lemon. Don Lemon's been a hack for a long time. I've been calling that out. I do not regard him, after him being fired from CNN after almost 20 years, taking all that money to be a hack. Now you say, oh, he's been not a hack. He has not been CNN for almost a year. So now let's forgive him for all the shit he's ever done. This is my boy. Yeah, I don't ride like that. First of all, he ain't been doing anything different than what he was doing with CNN except using stronger language to be more of a more louder, more rude shill. He was always shilling on CNN. Just because he was kissing Democratic Party ass, so many wasn't kissing ass. He was. And I don't overlook it. But it's also kind of, I don't know, man, it almost needs a whole nother video, man. Godfrey, what's up with you, guy? You look a little bit like a sellout yourself. Yeah, you'll use some Black history stuff and say some positive things about Black history and check other people, but then here you go, putting your foot in your mouth, caping for Don Lemon and for D.L. Hughley with their nonsense. Joy Reid and Don Lemon are not people that Black community that's truly aware of how shitty our corporate media has been. MSNBC and CNN have not been friends to the Black community. They've been using the Black community as a stepping stone to help Democrats get elected. And that's a big difference. When it comes to grassroots efforts, what's Don Lemon doing? What has he ever done? Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to how you benefit, huh? How you benefit. I work with Joy and I work with DL and I've been friends with everybody. We're all friends. We're really cool. We had the same doctors and proctologists. We have the same friends, and we go to each other's house for brunch. Go have a latte together. The hell out of here, Godfrey. So yeah, I got a problem with Godfrey. I think Godfrey is an ass kisser. I think he's always been an ass kisser. We've seen signs of it, but now it's deliberate. It's out in the public. You can't ignore it because Godfrey now has to defend his real people. And those real people are not Black Americans, they're Africans. And now Trump is dealing with the Africans. Godfrey's willing to come out the bag and go full frontal. Black Pan-Africanist, internationalist Black African, and just go all in now because, well, yeah, he's made his mind up now because they messing with his people. See, but Godfrey used to take the time to do a little fence straddling until now it includes people in Africa. So now it hits home for him. Godfrey thinks some of us ain't figuring it out. Man, I figured it out. I figured you out a long time ago, Godfrey. And I knew the time would come where you were going to cross the line and be a hack yourself. In fact, I think that's what you're hoping to do. I think you're hoping to follow the D.L. Hughley playbook and become the runner-up to D.L. Hughley and take the reign and be another person who doesn't really know shit about politics and definitely doesn't stand for anything, but given the opportunity to use your comedic abilities to kiss ass of the Democratic Party on the national stage. Good luck with that. Just don't expect us to buy your tickets either.
These Southern folks, man. Southern folks got that thing in them. That meow, meow in them. You know what I'm saying? Donna put the mojo on your ass.
In my opinion, Godfrey he's on that BS. Let me know what y'all think. I'm Tim Black. I'll see you on the next one. You've been watching the most dangerous show in America.